Hi, I'm Chef Jen from Earthly Juices. We specialize in cleansing and weight loss. We help people transform their bodies with living foods. Well, it's a powerful thing if you, like every season, you do like a 3 to 5 day cleanse. You can clean out your gut, and then your gut will operate much better throughout the next few months afterwards, because we get leftover food and parasites and mucus all caught in the gut, and the juice is really powerful because it has enzymes and it can just flush it through. For how to make a spa water. Spa waters are really great because they can help you remember to stay hydrated. Like if we make a beautiful object, like you'll see how beautiful this gets. I'm just gonna drop some cucumbers in it and a little bit of fresh ginger. This is kind of overfull. Cucumbers, fresh ginger. We might put a little bit of lemon in there. And now what you have here is you created something very simple and beautiful that once you drink it, you'll feel it again, and then you'll get the minerals from the cucumber and you'll get the alkalization from the lemons, which is really beautiful and wonderful. So you have this in your fridge, you put a lid on it, and you're set up to remember to drink your water. If you drink 3 of these a day, you're getting enough hydration. People also like to use water trackers. There's a great one called Lose It for your calories and your water tracking. So, that's just lovely. All right, so this is like your get up and go morning shot to make it happen. So you're gonna put a little bit of coconut water. Right, I got like 1 cup of coconut water. We got our liquid B vitamins that turn on our brain. Instead of dehydrating our body with coffee, we're going to turn on our adrenals and our brain with B vitamins. And now we're making a wake up tonic or a wake up shot. And we have coconut water, and then we have liquid B vitamins with amino acids. So we're going to do about a tablespoon of that, right? Then we're going to do a piece of ginger. This has curcumin. It's anti-inflammatory, and it helps fighting cancer. It keeps the body moving by keeping the brain going. So we got that. We've got a couple of pieces of ginger. No need to peel them. This lemon though, we're going to stripe the lemon. All right, so we've got our lemon in there. And now the last ingredient we're going to add is a little bit of aloe. This really helps to alkalize the system. Alkalining the system is our goal. Disease can survive and thrive in an acidic environment. But if you make your environment inside alkaline, it can't do anything to you. Like in an alkaline environment, the body stays healthy. So we're giving it a dash of aloe. Aloe also makes the body create stomach acid, which is a good thing because quite often people don't have enough stomach acid to break down their food. That's why they're bloating. And also they're suffering from acid reflux. A lot of people get acid reflux because they're not making enough stomach acid to close the valve at the top of the stomach. We have to eat foods that generate stomach acid. Blend it all together, and then you're going to take out the chunks so it's easy to drink. And this is a wake-up tonic. This is a way to wake up your body in the morning instead of coffee. Those B vitamins are going to turn you on, and they're going to make sure that you can think straight when you're at your desk, right? Because that's the problem. Quite often, we're bogging out at the desk. So This is our beautiful Sunshine Wake Up Tonic. And I love this. This supports the adrenals in a really powerful way. Perfect. It's like creamy and delicious. We have the coconut water that's hydrating. We have the lemon, which is alkalizing. We have the ginger and the turmeric, which is uninflammatory, takes out the inflammation. And then we have the B vitamins that's going to turn on the adrenals and the brain, get you going. So you have a really beautiful morning. You get your day started, you know. One of my favorite juices to make is what we call the Dr. Oz Mean Green. And it's 1 cup of celery, 1 cucumber, a little piece of ginger, like a small one like this. You want to go finger. And then 2 apples and lemon. When we work with lemon or citrus like limes, with the juicing, we always kind of peel it. Like we take off the outside and we will stripe it actually in the juicer, because the pith is very strong, but it's also very healthy. It has bioflavonoids in it. You can see on this lime, I've kind of striped it. I'm just going to turn my juicer on. It's going to make a little bit of noise. This is a cold press juicer from Kuvings. Cold press is what you want. We also pack in glass jars, and the glass jar, you fill it all the way to the top because the enemy of juice is oxygen. We've made our Dr. Oz Mean Green, and this is what it looks like when it's done. It's this bright color. This is a great juice to have after your morning workout. So, yeah, the selenium and magnesium, it gets into your body after your workout. It helps you be flexible. It helps to hydrate the body. Juice is really powerful because it has living enzymes in it. And the living enzymes do the work. Like if you have a clogged sink, right? If we think of your digestive tract and think of it, if it's clogged, you have a clogged sink, what do you usually use? Drano, right? So if we wanted a healthy living item that was alive, we would choose juice, because just like the enzymes you put down the drain to move everything that's clogged it, there's enzymes in fruits and vegetables that you can get access to, and then they clear everything out. We really suggest the earthly juices that every 3 months you do a cleanse for, let's say, 3 to 7 days. You want to give your digestion a break, and you want to clear out the debris from the previous season that might be mucking up your digestive system. You want to consider if you're diabetic and you want to do juicing, but you're concerned that your blood sugar is going to go off the Richter. What you want to do, you want to cut the amount of apples and you want to heighten the amount of vegetables. So you're really going to make a very vegetable-y tasting juices. And then you also want to be careful with beets and carrots. You want to make sure you cut your beets and carrots when you make a beet and carrot juice with lots of celery, lots of cucumber. One of the problems that diabetics can have is the juicing might make their blood sugar go up too fast. And that's because there's too many sweet things in the juices. If you go for a more vegetable juice, for example, for a diabetic, I might suggest we just do cucumber, celery, spinach, lemon, and maybe 1 apple. And then I would start at the top of the day with this juice, and then I would drink it and watch, does my blood sugar go up or down? And watch it over a while so you get an idea of, how is my body reacting to this? The cleaner you get on the inside, the more your body will be able to take in foods more easily. Your ability to balance your blood sugar is going to get more even by eating by drinking juices that are less sweet and getting those nutrients in to remove stuff that might be stuck in the gut. And if you can eat lots of raw foods that have lots of fiber in them, this is a good thing, because that fiber is going to help move the gut, and the more the gut moves, the easier time the liver has, and then the easier the time the liver has, the easier it is for the pancreas to do its job and not be up and down all the time. The main thing with diabetics is I tell them to eat and juice more regularly. You want to make sure your blood sugar stays stable. Instead of using medicines, you want to use food as medicine. And I can help with that specifically if you reach out to us. This is what we do. We help people reset their systems and get off their diabetes medicine and get their bodies slimmer and trimmer and more healthy. Opening up the gut. Juicing is so powerful because it removes matter from the gut that's impeding you from getting nutrition and feeding critters inside you, or parasites, or compromising your gut. So the juicing, it cleans up the gut, and it's really a powerful thing that 4 times a year you do a 3 to 5 7-day cleanse. And that's what we do. We deliver juice to your doorstep, and we do training. We train people on how to eat cleaner and live a healthy lifestyle, including movement. One of the things that is the most powerful for the body is to have a daily practice. Really simple green smoothie that we can make is we use just a little bit of pineapple. Just a little bit of pineapple. There's enzymes in here that are called bromades, and bromades have the ability to clean out the gut and actually give building blocks so the body can make amino acids so it can increase digestion. We're going to do some celery in it too. A little bit of celery, like maybe half a cup. The next thing we're going to add is we're going to add some cucumber. Got to get your greens on, right? And then we're going to add a little bit of spinach. And then here's the creamy part that gets it going. It's an avocado. So we're going to put half an avocado. I found that the more fat that I eat that's raw, living food fat, the better my body seems to function. My hair, my skin, my nails, it glows and grows with the more fat that I eat. And some of the fats and also it slows down the blood sugar going up and down. It curbs hunger throughout the day if you have a smoothie at the top of the day that has some raw fat in it. So I like to put coconut water in my green smoothie. This is a really helpful thing to bring magnesium and good salts into the body to balance the body. So the last thing that I would put in here is I could put mango, or I could even put papaya. Papaya is one of my favorite ways actually to break my fast in the morning. I like to just eat papaya by itself with lime. When you eat fruits, you should really either eat them blended with vegetables, or you should eat them on their own. And this papaya is a powerful thing because it's a low glycemic approach to breakfast. And it doesn't have any grease or anything like that that's going to be hard to digest and confuse the body. The standard American diet is a bit not good for our well-being. So this is a little mango. If you can tolerate a little bit of fruit, in my smoothie I would put some mango. Not a lot. I'm not going to put the whole mango, just some of it. This ends up tasting sort of like a salad in a glass. And I love it. It's really a neutral sort of flavor going on. You get a little bit of sweetness from the fruit, but it's mainly vegetable. So here we go. I'm just going to grind it up real quick. We have a beautiful green smoothie here. You can see it, I hope. And yeah, this is just like a really powerful breakfast. Like you could have half of one of these to get your day started. That's what I do a lot. And it's just like when you first wake up, you don't want to try to bombard your digestion with solid foods. If you can start by warming up your digestion with smoothies. The idea is we get rid of our standard American diet breakfast and we take on juicing in the morning in order to prime our body and keep our body like ready to even eat food. Like so often we wake up and then 20 minutes later we have coffee and then we're dehydrating the body, we're not priming it, and then the next thing we do is we try to eat, eggs and bacon and potatoes and a bunch of greasy food that's just going to make the body sick. So my recommendation is that in the morning you make juices for yourself. And how do we get hydrated? So many people are walking through life unhydrated. They're dehydrated from coffee. They're uncomfortable in their gut. They're bloated whenever they eat food. The food doesn't digest correctly. They have trouble with blood sugar. Most people, this is the state they're in. And I'm here to say a testament that you can reverse that by turning to plants and using them as tools of medicine. And that's what we do here. We teach people how to do that on their own. And we also deliver juices to your doorstep in Orange County and LA. I found that eating avocado and coconut oil and products that are raw fats like seeds and nuts that have been soaked and sprouted, this is the key. These are brain foods. These are foods that turn on the digestive system. Also, another way you could start your morning if you wanted to have a really beautiful, powerful morning is with a fruit like this. Yeah, that's scary, right? It's so huge. Well, this is a papaya. And inside, it's the most beautiful color. It's orange, and this is the creative center of the body. Orange foods turn on your creativity. And what I would do for breakfast is I would just eat this by itself. I would take out all these seeds. Sorry, you can't see me. I'm just taking out the seeds. I would take out all these seeds, and then I would use a little bit of lime, and then I would get a spoon and I would just eat this. There's a really powerful thing about, this is a low glycemic food that is incredibly enzyme active. It goes in the gut and it actually cleans up the gut and it gives the body the amino acids and the building blocks it needs to do proper digestion. So many people don't even have proper digestion. And they eat fruit with meat. Don't ever eat fruit with meat. It creates a fermentation factory and you're gonna have lots of gas. So this is like a really beautiful breakfast, especially for diabetics even, because it's low glycemic and you would just eat this. And then about a half hour later, you could make something else for you. And that's what I'd like to show you next. I wanna show you how to make a smoothie out of seeds and nuts. What I've done here is I've made a little bit of nut milk. And this nut milk is made from pumpkin seed. But here you're probably like, what is she doing? What is that? Well, these are Brazil nuts, and I'm soaking them in order to sprout them, to bring them back to life. Most people don't know that seeds and nuts are actually in a dormant state. They're literally seeds, and they're waiting to be activated by someone turning them on. And you soak them for 4 hours, and you get a situation where they'll begin to sprout. And then after that, you can take off the water. You don't want to use this water because it has enzyme inhibitors in it. You take off the water, and then you can leave them in a ball jar, one of these jars, for a few days. And then as you need them, you can make nut milk. So I'll show you really quick how I do this. I'm just gonna throw some of these nuts in here. So right now we're working on some protein smoothies. These are plant-based approaches to cleaning up the gut and how to get a good breakfast going on. Just quickly, I'm going to turn them into a milk like this, right? So I have this little handy tool. It's a paint strainer, or you can also get a fancy nut bag if you want, but we just use these basic paint strainers here. And I have my ground nuts, right? And this is how easy it is. So you can make your own sprouted living nut milk. You can also buy the one from the store if you want, but I'm not into additives. We like really pure foods here, you know? And it's just delicious. When you taste sprouted almond milk or sprouted nut milk or sprouted pumpkin seed, you're gonna be blown away by how beautiful it tastes. So now what do? I have this beautiful milk, right? Well, I can make my morning smoothie. So today, on Sunday, I went to the farmer's market and I got really nice bananas and strawberries and I froze them. So I'm all set to add these items to my smoothie. So I can make like a strawberry banana smoothie if I want. So I'm just gonna add a few strawberries. I'm gonna get one of these frozen bananas, throw it in here. The next thing I might think about is like, what superfoods do I want to add to my smoothie? So 2 things that I have here to show you. One is dates. Well, that's for sweetness. One is flax. I've taken flax and I've soaked it. I've made it into a kind of a gelatinous pile inside here. And soaked flax and soaked chia are really great. They're in a mucinologic family, and they have the ability to help clean up the digestive tract and actually feed the flora in your small intestine. They're what's called a prebiotic. And again, it's a soaked seed. See, it's slimy, right? It means that it's enzyme active, it's come alive. These are mucinologic. So are chia. When you soak chia, it's gonna be the same way. And you can soak it and then keep it in your fridge. Yeah. Another superfood I might wanna add just to get some omega-3s into my smoothie is these hemp seeds. I have a little bit of hemp seeds. So I might put some hemp seed in there. Right? And then I have the option. I can leave it not sweet if I'm diabetic. Or if I'm not diabetic, I can use these powerful sweeteners. I really love dark, organic, raw being the word, agave. So the cooked agave has corn syrup in it. I wouldn't use it. The raw agave, the unfiltered, the dark one, is very good. And you can use a little bit and it goes a very long way. Now, if you're not into agave because you have a reaction, another option that might be really awesome for you is dates. These are medjool dates, and you saw I just took out a little seed inside. These are from the farmer's market. You can also get them at Sprouts or your local store. And you know, in a half quart of smoothie, maybe you're gonna use 3 dates. It's not very sweet. The reason I like dates actually is it's salty. They have salty flavors, and that's because they hold zinc in them. Zinc is a very powerful anti-inflammatory and also immune building. Builds your immune system, just like the flax. The soaked seeds, they build your immune system. And the hemp seed, omega fatty acids. They're always talking about those omega-3s. Build you up, right? You can put greens into your smoothie too if you want to. Another option too, if you don't have time to make nut milk, is you can use coconut water. It has a lot of magnesium, a lot of healthy salts. A lot of people are really, really deficient in magnesium. Quite often people have muscle aches, they have arthritic pain. It's because of prolonged magnesium deficiency and zinc deficiency and microminerals. So here we have it. I'm just gonna grind this really quick. As you saw, like if you were making your breakfast, how long would that take? You know, if you have your fruit set up and you have your seeds and your nuts soaked, you can make that nut milk. And look at this. This looks so delicious. And it just tastes amazing too. And we had banana, we had strawberry, we put hemp, we put some flax, we used Brazil nut milk, which is so powerful. Like, it's a really amazing, that's another immune building food is Brazil nuts. and then and anti-inflammatory too. And then we used for sweetener, we used a little bit of dates. And dates are powerful because they have zinc in them. I just did a cleanse for 30 days where I did intermittent fasting, and I ate between 11 and 7, so 8 hours of eating. And what I did is I would have my biggest meal of the day would be at about 1 o'clock, but in the morning I would have herbal teas and spa waters to start my day before I did yoga, and then I would do yoga, and then after yoga I would have a green juice, and then about an hour later I would have a morning smoothie. Like I'd make one of these morning smoothies, and then, or a wake up tonic or something like that. And then after that, I would make like a beautiful meal that was like a big salad and maybe roasted vegetables in there. And then I would add like beans or like a bean patty or something I made that way. And that would be my only meal for the day. Basically the rest of the day I would go liquid, and I lost 10 pounds. I was already at a good weight, but then I lost another 10 pounds. So I got more fit because I was doing yoga every day. And because I made a commitment to myself to do a 30-day run. Intermittent fasting is fantastic because what it does for the body is it allows the body to rest from 7 o'clock till 11 o'clock the next day. You're allowing your body to chill out. And while it's chilling out, guess what it's doing, right? Like it's taking all of that time that it would normally be doing digestion, and it's actually detoxing your body. It's going through while you sleep and scrubbing out everything. You know, the only thing that I found hard about it is not eating at night, right? Like getting in the practice of cutting off the eating at 7. I call it the Gremlin Syndrome. If you eat after night, after dark, after 10, you're literally feeding the fungus inside your digestive tract. So my recommendation is that you make yourself warm herbal teas. And you could even make, like if you wanted to, you could take some of this nut milk that I just showed you how to make, and you could blend it with some cacao and a little date and some chaga mushroom, and it makes it in sort of like last meal of the day. So you have almost like a little dessert, and it's so satiating. And then the chaga helps to de-escalate the nervous system and put you to bed at night. And or you can always send us an email at Earthly Juices. We offer classes, we do food delivery, not just juicing, and I'm hoping to set up some challenges for the new year, like a 30-day challenge where we teach and guide people through their transformation with intermittent fasting and using raw and living foods to do it.